Good morning, you guys. This is... Hopefully we're going to be able to come back. Why are you clawing at me? Stop. Can you explain what Maddie's doing? Lay down.
Maddie's clawing at Mom because she's sitting over there and she wants attention.
And I already have bruises on my legs from movie alerting because I had a shitty day a couple of days ago and I couldn't stop crying.
Mm-hmm.
So Maddie's over here hitting the bruises and it hurts.
Well, she's also hungry because it's feeding time and all that other stuff. So she's trying to get everybody to adhere to the Beagle rules.
So what are we doing?
We are doing makeup on the wifey today.
So
Wifey.
Hubby practices on my face quite often.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really enjoy it.
Yeah, and wifey's suffering a bit of makeup burnout, so...
Ouch! Stop it! Stop it! Don't make me put some kind of padding there because of you.
There's your squirt bottle.
Padding around. I don't know where it went.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. Anyway, he did foundation. He did eyebrows. The first color he laid down was a little bit too light. Hi.
There.
How you doing? The first color he laid down was a little bit too light, and the only thing I do is I lay here and he practices.
Yep. So I'm doing kind of a purplish motif.
Stop it! I'm gonna start freeing you if you don't knock that off. And this is why me and Maddie don't get along.
And this is why Maddie upsets her dad a lot.
And even when I go to bed, she's still really bad. And I try to tell you how I got her to the point where she knows not to mess with me. But I'm trying to help you understand how I did that.
I know, but let's concentrate on the makeup.
She does that again, I'm spraying her. And it's only water, just so you guys know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not to...
It's more or less to get her attention.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. Sorry. Anyway. I did foundation. I set the foundation, and I'm just doing her eyebrows right now. I generally don't pick what I'm doing as far as color blends and everything else until I actually start doing makeup.
And you're still learning, so...
Yep, I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to get...
You've actually done really well with how much you do know right now.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you guys, this is some of the stuff that he picks. This is stuff that I would have never thought to pick up. So he basically takes me out of the makeup comfort zone and purchases things. Do you want to show them the palette that you were just working with?
And I purchased things that she doesn't think of. I used to do a lot of models and miniatures, and this is one of the palettes we're working with.
This is the Profusion Cosmetics Nude Bliss palette.
Sorry, we don't have enough lighting in here.
As of recently, I've really been into the Profusion Cosmetics. So, this... What colors did you use? This one?
Yeah, I bought you lighting for the videos, but...
I know, I keep forgetting to pull it out. So those are the two that he uses. And yes, he does my nails. Studio's
the base color I started with. And then I added the cozy in on top of it. So now it has a reddish tone with a little bit of sparkle to it.
Which I like. Another palette that we picked up. This is the Enchanted palette. There you go.
Let's see if we can get that light over here.
Do you want me to run and get it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's recording. How's it recording?
I don't know.
Okay. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit better. We decided to set up our ring light And I'm trying to scoot over so Maddie doesn't keep clawing at me. But we were in the middle of telling you guys about the Enchanted palette by Profusion. And by the way, we buy all of this with our own money.
Yeah, there's
Profusion has no idea who we are.
Yeah.
So
there's no sponsored videos on this channel as of right now, so
if there ever will be a sponsored video, you guys will know.
yeah, we will say that this is sponsored and all that good stuff. But right now nothing is sponsored. So
this is the Enchanted palette.
Okay,
Can you guys see the ring light?
Yep.
But yeah, so there's the Enchanted palette. Another one that we picked up is called the Chocolates palette. This one is my favorite. I'm actually really excited about this one.
I'm just trying to get her through her makeup funk.
Yeah. So that's the Chocolates palette. I almost smacked myself in the face.
Yeah. Now I'm using a smaller brush.
You like the smaller ones?
I like the smaller ones. I use this to do her eyebrows, and I'm going to use this to do the bottom part of her eyelids because
so we got questions with this. We should go through and answer some of our questions. A lot of you guys have been coming to me on my Instagram asking questions because YouTube has been censoring people like crazy.
Yeah.
One of the things that you guys may or may not know about is this. This is a little mat that my husband found. I had 3 of them. I don't know where the 3rd one went. Yeah, so this is the mat that he uses to take all the extra color.
Extra makeup off and color and all that. So, right now I'm giving the dogs treats while she's talking to y'all, just to keep them entertained.
A couple other things. I found out that this one in particular only has 3 colors to it. I'm very excited.
That's the blush. That's the blush I'm going to use. I picked all the makeup out myself, so.
You do.
I do.
I don't help you at all.
No.
If you have questions about it, I'll answer them, and that's about it.
Yep. So that's what she's doing. She's answering my questions if I have any, and what I'm trying to do is, like I said, I'm trying to get her past her funk. I'm trying to give her ideas. You know, I used to do models and miniatures, so that's how I think about all of this in the models and miniatures department. So, so I'm going to use the Selfish.
Zena, that you don't belong under there. Stop.
I'm going to, if I can
Over.
get over here.
Over a little bit more. There you go.
I can't hardly see.
What are you trying to point at?
I'm trying to point at this one. I'm going to use this for her lower lash, for her lower eyelid. Okay?
The mobile part of the lid.
Yeah, the mobile lid. So it's called Selfish.
In the Enchanted palette by Profusion Cosmetics.
Because I usually use 2, 3, 4 palettes.
Really anymore, you can't use just one palette.
Well, and
it's a very rare occasion when you can.
It's more fun for me that way, anyway, because I get to play more of the palettes and more makeups and stuff like that. All right, here we go.
Do you want me to close?
Yeah, close. So, I'm just trying to get her eyelids and her creases and stuff are very, very slight, so it's kind of difficult if you have a large brush to get in there. She has hooded eyes.
Very hooded.
see where I messed up a little bit. But that's okay. We will fix that.
What are you going nuts about, dog?
I spilt some of them past her, but she's trying to find it.
This is what I mean. We don't do anything to make her yell.
Oh, she does plenty of that on her own.
You can walk up behind her and it scares her.
If she farts, she will yell.
She's done that too.
But you can see like all of the wrinkles and stuff in her eyelid, and it makes it hard to follow just one line. And that's why there's one up there that's just a little bit messed up.
Just out of curiosity, if some of you guys get to see this video, what do you do when and if you get migraines? Because
She had a hell of a migraine yesterday.
Yeah, so I want to know what other tricks are out there. Because we did anything from Ubrevely, which is a migraine medication, to Excedrin migraine, to down to like ice packs, heat packs, stuff like that.
The hardest part of doing makeup for me is the fact that you have a mobile model. I'm used to doing models that don't move. So it makes it a little bit tougher to get like straight lines and stuff like that correctly. And it takes me a minute. I'm a perfectionist. I will admit. If it's not completely correct, it drives me nuts. Cookie Monster's going crazy. So yeah, and it takes me, you ladies, I have to admit, are incredible about doing like a makeup job in half an hour, 15 minutes. You're done looking fabulous. It takes me forever and a day and a half to get this stuff done right. Especially with, now my wifey here has Ehlers Danlos, which, if you guys don't know, hers is hypermobility.
It's also called type 3.
But it also makes the skin elastic as hell. So imagine trying to do this with skin that's stretchy.
Like really stretchy.
Okay. There's that one. I'm ambidextrous, but my left is still my weaker hand.
Well, and the left is also your shoulder repair.
Yeah, well, the left needs a lot of shoulder repair, and the right one I think needs to be gone over again. Alright, so there you go. There's that. Did you get that right?
Mm-hmm. What color is that? Black?
No, selfish.
Dark.
It's a gray black glitter mix.
Maddie finally laid down, for those of you who are wondering.
Because and yes, I used the same brush again.
He loves that brush. for you guys notice with me, I don't like the smaller brushes. I never have. Okay? I much prefer stuff like this for eyebrows. This is one of my favorite eyebrow brushes. And then I prefer to use stuff like this. So,
But
yeah.
but I prefer to use the smaller brushes.
So when we get a set of new brushes, I'll usually ask him, I'm like, hey, do you want these? If he says yes, great. If not, I'll just throw them out, usually.
Now this one says angle brow brush, because this is what you're supposed to use for the brows, but, you know.
You can use it for whatever you want.
Exactly. There's no law says that you can't.
When I first started makeup, I thought there was specific brushes for specific things. Like, you could only use, like, an angle brow brush. You can only use those for your brows. Not realizing that you can actually use it for a lot more than that.
Yep, use what makes you comfortable. There's no hard fast rules that I've seen that, you know, would make me think otherwise. Well,
and there's different, like, you do different things in particular to help me. Like, I can't open nail polish bottles anymore. My hands are too weak. So he does my nails.
Yeah.
So it's what it is. This one ended up a little bit thick, but...
Yeah, our nail polish is getting older, so we're going to have to start replacing it. It's getting really thick and quite hard to work with.
Where did we get that, the nail polish thinner off of Amazon?
I think we're supposed to have.
One of us has it in the cart. It's not me.
Okay. Come here. Here we go.
Can they still see me?
Yeah, well, kind of. My hand's in the way. But, let's see. I'm going to start right about there. Now, some of these colors look really, really good, like in the palette, and then when you apply them, they're not quite so pigmented.
See, but I prefer it to be that way because it's easier to build up. It's easier to build up to the consistency and the color that you want.
Yeah. So, and she and I have two different ways of doing things that way. She likes to build up. I like to have it in one stroke. Because if I'm doing a line, I don't want to have to come back in, like, you know, and build it up to where it's supposed to be, because, for one, I might mess up that line. And that's a big thing for me. Any of you guys who are perfectionists understand that totally.
The Ehlers Danlos doesn't make it any easier either.
No, not at all. But as you guys can see, I am trying to get all that done. And yeah, I could use more brow space or more of her eye space, but I tend to not to.
So one of the plans that I think are gonna put in place. Do you want to explain it?
I'll let you explain it while I'm fixing this.
So, if you guys don't know, I basically fell off the face of the planet because I wasn't responding to anybody. There for a while, it's been at least over 3 months since I've been into this funk, and I'm doing everything I can in my power to make the funk go away. It's been really hard in the way that I don't know how else to explain it except for, say, the sad. I couldn't get the sad to go away. And I'm not very good at expressing it.
No. I think I got that.
Can you help me explain that a little better?
And what she means by the sads is she gets upset and depressed, and then sometimes she can't pinpoint what the cause is. You know, you just wake up and you're in a sad mood and you don't know why. You don't know what caused it. Everything in your life's going fine. Then there's no real explanation for it. Because, you know, I've been trying to help her with that. Okay.
It seems like everything I tried to do, whether it be dog training or makeup or videos, anything along that line was just really hard for me to get past. I couldn't get myself to play in the makeup. I didn't find the urge to want to train my dogs.
And keep in mind that these are brand new makeup palettes, and she's usually all over them for several weeks. And she just was just when she got home.
I wanted to play in them. They stayed on my desk for a good while, even after that.
Yep. Well, and she's dealing with some stuff that even I don't get.
So one of the things that we had put in place, I brought this up to you this morning, is me trying to do one thing a day, whether it be try to get myself to play in makeup or try to train my dogs, try from point A to point B. And if by doing those one thing a day, hopefully that'll help me get back into it. So, you guys got a video today. You actually got 2 videos today. And then tomorrow I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll help me be able to figure that out.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you guys can hear Maddie whining down here. She does that constantly.
Mm-hmm. She whines to go out. She whines when she's hungry. So I got
it's
this
all she
one.
do.
I got that one right, but I didn't get this one right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Here we go again. Well, 2 sides aren't quite the same, but you guys get the idea, I think.
But yeah, I'm excited to be able to start trying to do this. Because my mom, my sister, my husband have all tried to help me get past it. My mom and my sister have brought up maybe that it could be depression. I don't think it's depression. That's just me. I think it's burnout. I think it's more similar to burnout than it is depression. Did you just lick my face?
What do you want me to do? I could throw water on it.
Did you just lick my face?
Here.
Jesus. You licked me.
You lick me all the time.
I'm gonna get you back for that one.
Well, what do you want me to do?
The towel is gross.
What towel is gross?
The one you're sitting on.
I'm sorry.
Gross. Honey, I'm teasing you.
Well, and I'm trying my best. It's just not working. Did you see your eyes?
I don't understand what's the matter.
This is the one. This is what I was looking for. Look at the other one.
Do you want me to go grab micellar water and Q-tips?
Well, I'm just gonna use this.
You could try. Good God, that's cold.
There you go. But this is what I mean about being a perfectionist, is that I'm like, it's not right, it must be corrected. And I don't know.
But you've always been that way. Also, we keep getting questions on how we made our relationship work.
There we go. That's a little better, I think.
Open honesty.
That really is it. You guys, I don't understand why this is so hard for some people, but you have to be open and honest with each other, and that has to be the basis and policy in your relationship. Like, there is no shortcutting it.
For example, when you had asked me to go out with you, I was like, look, I deal with chronic illness. I have a service dog, Maddie at the time. Mm-hmm. I deal with epilepsy. It's what she does. You know, it's what it is. I was open and honest with you about my health from the beginning. Mm-hmm. You know, open the lid for them to see it. I was open and honest about my health in the beginning, and he knew that I was still searching for answers at that time. That is the highlight and contour 1 palette.
By Profusion.
Yep. It's always by Profusion. Yeah. Profusion, sponsor me, please. Hi, love your products. How are you?
Yeah.
And then Profusion pulls shit like this. Oh, the other question I got the other day was, can you comment on the Courtney and Minnie situation?
What's that got to do with makeup?
Oh, I'm just going through the question. I'm trying to remember all the questions that they asked us.
Oh, I thought we were doing makeup.
We still are. It could be a makeup Q&A.
The only reason I said that is because, you know, when you tag it, it's, where do I put this? Do I put this in the makeup channel, the dog channel?
You can put it as both. There's been makeup Q&As done. I've watched a couple of them, actually.
So.
To be quite honest, I think that whole situation is a complete BS. I see one side where poor Courtney and Minnie and all of them are getting picked on. The other side is Courtney did something to a minor. I don't know if she will ever be able to forgive herself for it. I'm going to put a trigger warning here. There's going to be talk of suicide. Okay? Not me. I'm totally fine. You guys know this. Courtney made a young girl commit suicide. And they know it was Courtney because the young girl who did it put Courtney's name in the letter. So, that whole situation is not fair to not only that family, but it's not fair to Courtney either. And Courtney claims to know service dog law and all of that. And the other day, she put her puppy Nova in a cart.
I think that's the one for this.
So, I think the whole situation, I've seen it both ways. I see what Courtney is going through, but at the same time, I see what Courtney is doing to minors. She was also, to put it fairly, Courtney was also basically forced to retire Minnie, all because Minnie didn't alert the way a normal service dog would. Now, that's a lot of kickback. Now, I will say, me and Mufasa have been working on some heart rate related stuff, and you guys know there's usually a command along the way of sit pretty, sit handsome. For us, it's dinosaur. So, dinosaur is his alert to a high heart rate. So, do you have anything to add to that, honey?
Not that I can say.
What do you mean? You have stuff to say, you just don't want to?
I just don't want to.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's just that, you know, it's that rule. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. So I'm not saying it.
Well, they're asking for opinions, and
well, my opinion is that I think the woman is out on YouTube to get attention.
TikTok.
Or TikTok. Just to get attention. She's an attention hog, and that's what she wants.
I will say, if Courtney did in fact make this young girl commit suicide, that's not right.
No, but she might have been the trigger that pushed her the rest of the way. You know, you have those people that you look up to or you follow and that you want to talk to. I've had that with several like talk show hosts and stuff, where I've like wanted to talk to them and get their opinions and their feedback on some stuff. And all they did was blow me off. So I
didn't need your support.
Yeah, and you know, that's what exactly happened. I didn't figure they needed my support and I didn't get it. I know the contour is light. I'm doing it for a reason, and that's because her skin is very light. So I'm doing a light contour on her skin. This stuff is up, look up. There we go. Now, this, I don't know if I want to do the contour, the nose contour or not, but
that's up to you.
I don't think I can do that with this brush. This is too thick.
If you put it down on its side, it's not.
It's still too thick for me. You don't have a whole lot of room in there.
My nose is big and fat.
Right. It's not this big and fat. This is the brush I'm using. So.
Watch. Put it down on the side. I can't see what I'm doing, but just gently poke it. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Well,
see?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. See?
Blendy brush. Isn't this the blendy brush?
Yeah.
Blendy brush. You blended.
I love these brushes because you get one handle and you can change the tops.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love this. Yes, this is the blendy brush.
I'm trying to get it blended in because we all know why. I got a little bit much up there, but that's all right.
It's all right.
I can use a little powder and lighten that up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I can go.
See, he knows his tricks.
There we go. Blendy. I can't see that side of her face, but
I'm trying to help.
I know. Hi. The other thing is I think with her, she doesn't want to do the makeup because I don't want to brag, but I am one of the good cooks on the planet. And
if the fat on my face didn't say that before, I don't know what will.
I was trying not to go there, but okay.
The fat on my belly, the amount of weight I've gained.
When we first got together, she was 65 cents soaking wet, carrying the bathtub and a couple coats, and now she's not. I'll just leave it at that. Yellow undertone, perfect for highlighter. We're gonna highlight the hell. Okay, so the contour I used. Wow.
There's a lot of kickback.
There's a lot of kickback. The contour I used is the one she's got her finger over right now. And it's called Light Sculpt. And then Impulse is that one that was pointing to. And that's the highlighter I'm going to use on her. So we've got to do L ending strippo. Well, and I tend to use a lot of makeup when I do that. I
like that color.
I'm heavy-handed with the makeup when it comes to that.
I figured I'm gonna go back to the one thing a day. I figured if with the dog training, if I go from puppy basics to service dog work, the only thing that it can do is make our dogs better. So I figured there's no harm in doing that.
Okay. Now, is there any other? The chin or this? Both.
You can do both if you want.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Did I get it right?
You can put a little bit more on that side.
On this side?
Yeah.
Over here?
Mhm.
I don't want her to look like Data from Star Trek, but...
No, that's good. I like that color.
Okay. Now, for the blush, we're going to turn to CoverGirl.
CoverGirl or Profusion?
I'm trying to decide.
He's got 2 blushes.
And then there's the darker CoverGirl one.
Right there. That's the one that's on my hand.
Let me see. That might stand out a little too much. The thing I'm trying to avoid, you guys have all seen clowns. And
I don't like clowns.
She doesn't like clowns, and I'm trying to avoid the clown makeup thing. So, let's do Sweetheart.
Oh.
Okay, ready? It's okay, I gotta blend you up anyway. I'm having one of those days.
You flicked me in the eye.
I'm so sorry, honey.
It's okay. I didn't need that eye. It's bad enough.
See, I got it very light. What do you think, hon?
I like it. I like it a lot.
If you guys have comments, please let me know. Comment. I want to know how I'm doing.
And yes, I have my tongue pierced. Go find a piercing video. Then you'll know which ones I have.
Okay, now I'm going to finish the eyeballs because we didn't do the highlight on the inside of the eyes.
Nope.
Because I was busy trying to get the outsides done. And who gets this? We
Just
have...
a quick go around. 2 lobe piercings. Dave industrial venom piercings and 2 little piercings.
Okay. So we're going to use the chocolates palette here. And my thumb is over
Right
here.
there.
It's called Illusion.
Right here.
I'm going to do that for the inside of the eye.
You just have to learn where the camera is.
Yeah.
It took me a minute because I kept thinking it was down here, but it's actually up here.
Well, that and it's faced towards you, not me. So I have to move further out than I normally would.
Why is that knee hurting?
I don't know.
I've had knee issues in the past, and my knee's been trying to act up on me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coloring my dog on purpose?
Yeah.
Rude.
Okay. Eyeball?
It's 9:30 at night. Who the hell is that?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at my phone in days.
Really?
Yeah. I ignore my phone.
I don't ignore my phone. I ignore phone calls. Because 90% of the time when people call me, I don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks gorgeous. I like that. One more go around for the other side.
The only thing that I think some people would not like about the Profusion Cosmetics is the amount of kickback you get in a pan.
Yeah. There is a lot of that. Or down your face. What you think?
Yeah. I like that color.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad for a highlighter. Do you guys think I need to add anything to that?
Lips.
Let's do the lippies. Where did my lipstick go?
I don't know. I don't even know if you got one.
I thought I had one out here. That's okay. We will get one while...
You have this.
Oh.
That's mascara.
Yeah. You haven't tried this yet, have you?
Nope. That's usually... I'm all over a new mascara. You can...
Oh, yeah. She's all over all of this. Usually I would be playing video games while she's doing all of this herself. But because of whatever she's going through, I need a new chair. What is that? What is that, Mr. Dog? Mr. Dog.
Do you need me to pause?
No, if you want to keep talking to him, you can. In a minute. Oh, yeah, pause.
Go.
Okay, what I'm trying to do is compare what the whole motif would look like in which color. So we've got this one here, which is Smashbox.
Leave your paw alone.
It's
Hey. Leave your paw alone.
It's Always On
No.
by Smashbox. And then we have the what's left of Hard Candy's
I think it's like Dazzle or something. I'm not too sure.
Glamour.
What does this boy want? What do you're needy. You're a needy boy. You're a very needy boy.
Mr. Moo, you are making this like 1,000 times harder. I think that would go better.
Does he seem to care?
He doesn't care, but...
Come on. Back it up. Lay down.
But you guys can see the continual...
Harassment.
Not only harassment, but the... When I have to take a break, it throws my rhythm off. And do we need to thin that out a bit?
But that's up to you. And that's how old my lipsticks are.
So, where is the moisturizer?
Do you want to show them what we use?
Yeah.
We just use the Equate. What the
Give me a
hell is it
second.
called?
It's Moisture Last. It's for your contact lenses.
This is what we use for literally everything.
But that helps thin it out and makes it last a little longer. Plus the little...
It's very thick.
Hold, please. Whoa, I feel you up.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet because of how toxic the service dog community is. Me and my husband have made the choice to not be a part of it. We're gonna live our lives with our dogs, and that's it. Now, I'm not gonna stop doing the Walmart videos because of this. The Walmart videos are the Walmart videos. They're gonna stay, okay? Mm-hmm. However, anything hopefully service dog related, we will not have a part of anymore because that's how bad this is getting.
I'm just stupefied by this whole mess.
What do you think about the Cloud9 K9 situation?
I haven't seen any of this garbage.
I showed you the video the other day.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything like this garbage since high school. To
people who claim to know service dog law, cool, I get it. But when you go back and you claim that you know service dog law and then you turn around and put your puppy in a cart, it makes me wonder about you. It really does. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah.
He knows I'm getting upset. That's why he's doing this.
Well, I call BS on the whole thing. If you have your service dog in a cart instead of doing the task that it's required, it's trained and required of it, then I gotta wonder, because that's more of an ESA dog than a service dog.
I will say that there is one young lady on TikTok who confuses me. Odie, the task-trained ESA. First of all, if your dog is actually task-trained, that's a service dog. That's what that is.
Okay. I'm going to try to do the lips. But this is turning out a lot darker than I thought it would. Moofy, I'm going to kick your puppy. He's making his mom move around a lot, and it's...
Moofy.
And it's making life a bit difficult for me. Come on. Remember what I said about straight lines? It makes it look like her makeup's been put on by an old lady. And that drives me crazy. I'm not trying to get Moofy to stop doing his service dog work. Don't get me wrong with that. But I am trying to get the movement down so that I'm not, putting lipstick up her nose holes or something. Oh my God. I think it got a little too dark, but
I like it.
Yeah, see. Did I get everything?
Mm-hmm.
Got it well covered?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're the teacher here. Yes, I passed my test. Anyway, that's hubby doing wifey's makeup. Is what that is. And I promised her I would do it today, and job's done. Do we need to set it in?
How?
Powder? Yes powder, no powder?
No.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, there you guys go. Like I said, please feel free to comment. I don't know if how good of a job I'm doing, but this is just off the top of my head. There was no...
The nails are nice too.
Yeah. There's...
Fix.
Okay.
Pingy fix.
Alright.
Now he's gonna fix my nail.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need nail polish remover or something?
Nope. We're gonna have to go through and take stock of what we've got, what we don't have, and what we need, so that we can order. I'm gonna try and get her some new stuff starting the end of next month, and makeup and stuff. So hopefully I can get that job done.
That's white.
Yeah, it's the same one I used yesterday. Last time on. Unless we got it put away somewhere. I never put them away. That's what I did wrong. Derp. I'm having a derp. I'm having a derp. I need more coffee.
You always need more coffee.
You know I do.
You never have enough.
There's never enough coffee.
You're never satisfied with the amount of coffee you drink.
Nope. I'm not bouncing off the walls. It's not enough.
You don't need to be bouncing off the wall.
Easy.
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
But it's fun.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
It
I
is
highly disagree with you.
I know you do.
That's an argument in between us, by the way.
Yeah.
Or another argument that tends to happen is go to bed.
That's the real argument right there. That's when
You're being snippy, go to bed.
Yep. And I know I'm being an ass at that point.
If I have to tell you to go to bed, you know it's bad.
It really is. It's really bad if she tells me that I have to go to bed. And I don't argue. I just go to bed.
You know not to argue, though.
I do. I don't argue about it. I don't fight about it. I just go.
But the thing is, you've never argued.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, the most argument that gets in between us is go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
People are asking how we made our relationship work. Be open and honest. Keep no secrets. And if you're being an ass, let the other one know. And hey, I'm starting to be an ass. I need you to go to bed, or I need to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Well, and here's the thing that starts a lot of bullshit that should not be started. Okay, if one of the other ones asks you who's on the phone, who you're meeting a friend, an old friend somewhere for coffee or doing shopping, whatever. Tell the other person the name. If you don't tell them the name, that's going to start the suspicion cycle, and he or she is going to think you're cheating. It's the simplest thing ever, but if you guys look at it you know, if the shoe were on the other foot, you would think the same thing. They're not giving me a name, or any background on this person or anything else.
You know, my longtime high school friend.
Yeah.
He doesn't wish to have his name on the internet. That's why I'm not saying his name. You know him. You've met him.
I have.
You know. It's what it is.
And I've told her all of my friends, given her the background. We all grew up together, names, wives' names, the whole thing. So that if somebody calls and I answer the phone, unless it's, Jane Doe from Allstate or something, she knows that it's just, something's going on.
Yeah.
Or they're just wanting to chat.
And there's nothing wrong with that,
No.
You talk to your brother. You were talking to your brother earlier today.
Yeah, and I talk to him a lot. She asked me who's on the line. I say Matrix.
Well, and if you're planning something and I hear you talking, if I wonder if you're talking to me, I'm like, who are you talking to? If he's talking to Matrix, fine. That's fine. I don't care. But if you're trying to talk to me and you think I'm ignoring you, it's more or less because I don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Are you talking to the dog? Are you talking to Matrix? Are you talking to me? Like, who are you talking to?
Yeah. And Matrix is not my brother's name, so don't even think I'm doing that.
This guy's name.
Yeah.
It's just, Matrix is what you've always called him around me.
Yeah, and...
That's who I know him as.
Yeah.
Like, you know my mom.
Yeah.
You've met my mom.
Yeah.
You email my mom.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Let them go through your phone. If you've got nothing to hide, you'll willingly let them go through your phone.
Yeah.
Okay? If you got stuff to hide, that's when the suspicion starts.
Yeah. If she can't let me go through her phone, I'm going to be wondering.
Yeah.
Like, I questioned her the first time around because she's in a habit of deleting messages where I'm not.
But I've always done that.
You've always done that. I'm not in a habit of doing that because I go back to them for reference sometimes.
Well, and a lot of the time, I'll go, I do this. I'll go through and delete my messages. Something like number and then message. I don't see the point in keeping those. Erase them.
Yeah.
Why? Phone logs. If my phone log gets too full, my phone slows down.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's what it is.
It's
always...
a newer ancient phone. We got it for cheap from the phone company, but it doesn't have a lot of memory.
Yeah. But I've also always been in that habit to erase that.
Yeah, you've done that since before we met.
Yeah. And a lot of people like to ask, where's that cute bus driver you're talking about? I married him. He's sitting right in front of me right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I spent many days fighting on her behalf on that bus.
When my mom found out that you were the cute bus driver that I kept telling her about, she goes, oh, what a small world.
Yeah. She didn't realize that, I was the cute bus driver that she was talking about, and I never realized she talked about me.
Oh, I talked about you all the time. But my mom knew that it was to the point where I did not trust transit drivers. You stop that. Knock it off.
Maddie is paw-licked until she's got holes in her paws, and she's gonna go to the vet at the end of the month. So, you really want to go outside, don't you?
As always, right on cue.
Mm-hmm. Well, and she always brought her service dog Pharaoh on the bus and things like that, and
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Make sure it's hard and heavy. No, this beagle is stubborn.
You won't be able to break her.
No.
We've tried.
I haven't seen anything more stubborn in my life.
Oh, in regards to Maddie, why does she wear a bucket? Well, number one, she poop eats. It doesn't seem to matter how much we deworm her. It doesn't freaking matter.
We've done the thing. Poop. Yeah, we've done the whole thing where we put the powder in the poop to keep them from eating the poop and all of that, or put the powder in the food to keep them from eating the poop, and that didn't work. So
we've tried dewormers. Because Maddie is part border collie, she's very sensitive to different dewormers. Mm-hmm. So the dewormer that we have to use for her is specifically for goats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So she's very sensitive to it. And it doesn't seem to matter like what we do with her. Whatever way you want to cut it, she still eats poop. So she wears a muzzle with tape on the bottom of it. She can still breathe out the top.
Yeah, I left the nose holes open, but I
do
closed
we have
everything.
it for them to see up close? Or no?
It's probably underneath somewhere. Because I took it off and dropped it on the floor down there, so I don't know. I could be rolling around on top of it too, for all I know. Maddie, where did your bucket go?
Where's your bucket, Maddie? We
call them face buckets, but
yeah,
because
it's an all black face bucket. It's just what she wears. But she wears the bucket to stop her from eating poop. Now, why does she wear a cone? Simple answer: paws.
Yep, she licks her paws consistently.
Maddie is to the point where you have to put a physical barrier in between her and her paws. And even then, she's almost licked a hole in her cone.
Oh, there it is.
What?
It's on the chair.
Oh.
Snippy snappers.
So yes, Maddie wears a bucket because of poop eating.
Nose.
This is obviously where it's taped up. And you guys can see she can still breathe out the top here. This will sometimes get clogged.
With mud.
This does not.
Poop and all of that.
Right.
And she'll stick her nose in it.
So, this is Maddie's bucket.
And also one thing that you guys don't know is we have raccoons around here.
Yeah. And deer.
And deer and all of that. So
we live in the middle of nowhere, just so you guys know.
Yeah. So, you get a variety of different poops. And
but
raccoons are notorious for spreading disease. So,
but yes, that is Maddie's
put a top coat on that.
That's Maddie's bucket. Maddie's cone almost has a hole in it. And it's to the point now. I don't know if you guys know what surgical cones are, but they're hard plastic.
Mm-hmm. That's the next step. Because her other bucket is just...
She's figured out a way to get past her cone.
She broke it down.
Yeah.
She broke down the cone. So... Sorry guys, I gotta do some top coating real quick here. Again.
But yeah, so...
Okay.
For those of you who are wondering about Maddie...
Show them the repair.
For those of you who are wondering about Maddie, that's why Maddie wears those. Like we said, she's impossible. You can't get her to stop. So, we've tried everything.
I am not mad at these folks who made this. The company who made this is really good, I will admit. And if anybody from this company sees this, you can tell somebody that cone has been through hell.
This cone really has. Like you guys can see the dirt on the bottom of it. This collar. What? What?
Sticky. Did you let it dry?
It should be. Anyway.
I got sticky all over me, that's why I was asking.
So, this is a collar that we made from Moofy Smuts. This is one of our adjustable collars. Mm-hmm. Who does the biothane, the leather, all of that in our Moofy Smuts?
That would be me. Because
Yes.
I do everything.
Hubby does the biothane, the leather, everything. Everything on that side of Luffy's Mutt. That's what he does.
I do.
I don't. I don't really care to be honest. But yeah, this cone has been through hell.
And this was a soft cone by
You originally bought it.
Baby, I don't know. LTRL?
YLTRL.
Yeah.
It's one of those soft cones.
It's a soft cone. We put the clip on the top, on the front of it to keep her. She's managed to be able to bend it to where she can get to her paws now. So I put the clip in the front to keep her from being able to get out of it, and she still gets out of it. She gets her nose out of it. But this cone is, we bought this 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
We bought this when we first moved in.
I thought we bought it. Yeah, we did. So
That's been almost 3 years.
Yeah, it's been over 3 years. So this thing has survived over 3 years of being beaten up by a beagle trying to get to her paws to lick him.
And she's, like we said, she's stubborn. Like, you can't break her. We've tried.
We're talking about you in the beagle. She's trying to look pathetic because she knows we're talking about her.
Also, for those of you who are wondering, we also have reflective. Excuse you.
What?
Beagle butt.
Where do you think
Here.
you're going?
Hold that. We also do reflective, just so you guys know.
Here, come back here and get your necklace back on. Yeah, there you go.
God. Anyway, ready to go?
You were, yeah. So anyway, that's the makeup job I've done. It's off the top of my head.
I like it.
Okay, good.
I
So-
might try to attempt training.
Okay, well, attempt it then. I'm
But
gonna attempt to play.
I want you to train with me.
Oh,
5 minutes?
okay.
Can I have 5 minutes?
Yeah,
That's how I ask.
she's being very cute, and I can't say no.
Peace!
See?
Peace!
Because she's cute. Duh.
Yep.
To coin a phrase.
That is a beagle out. That's my foot you stepped on.
Well, Miss Beagle, you really... What? You want to go out, don't you? Or you want food? What do you want?
Hi.
Hi. What do you want? Oh, do you want some daddy lovin's? Is that what you want?
She just popped up behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye.
See ya.